Welcome to a tour of the Basilica of the Sacred Heart of Jesus mobile app. You can see on the home page that we have a 5-image slideshow that fades through. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the pages. We have a prayer section which features a lot of prayers. We can see common prayers here. And we also have the order of the Mass, which is complete with all of the words said by the celebrant and by the people clearly marked out. Here we have all the prayers, the Gloria, and this proceeds through the entire order of the Mass. Here's the Liturgy of the Word. We even have the Nicene and the Apostles' Creed in here. There's also the daily Mass readings, which are available. This is the New American Bible Translation. We have daily readings with the USCCB website. We have Sunday reading reflections, Liturgy of the Hours. We'll take a quick peek at evening prayer. And you can see it's available here to go ahead and begin praying evening prayer. It's also formatted very nicely for a mobile device. We also have the entire Bible in here. And there are several translations. It defaults to New American Bible, but there are many more versions available, and you can also navigate to any chapter and book or just read along. And we have Saint of the Day and Stations of the Cross. These are the default included prayer resources. You can easily add and remove these with the backend editor, or we can do that for you when we set it up. Let's take a look at the Learn section. Also similar, we have the Catechism, the Busted Halo resources, Catholics Come Home, lots of resources that simply open up nicely inside the web. We'll open up Busted Halo just so you can see it. It's a very mobile friendly site, so it works great right here inside the app. The user is not leaving your app. Let's take a look at the schedule. Simple schedule of the Mass times and confessions times right here. The donate button will open in Safari. You can use our donation system or a link to your existing donation system. Here we have more resources. We'll show you calendar. This church uses Google Calendar, and you see it formats nicely, fits inside the phone. You can click on these and add them to your calendar right here, all from inside the app. The Directions tab is a sort of general contact page. If you click the Directions button, the app will go ahead and open up your device's navigation, and you can use GPS to go directly to the location. You can also put in more than one of these direction features in case you have multiple locations, multiple churches, or maybe you're doing a big event during the summer and you want everyone to be able to get to that big event, which is perhaps different than normal. The About Us section is a simple listing of information very similar to a website. We have staff listed here as well. These links are active, so when you click on them, your phone will start to make the phone call or start to send the email. These are called info pages or info tabs, and in the backend editor you could add as many more info tabs as you wanted. You could also create a whole new tab or button to add your ministries or any other information you might want to add. This is just a good example of the types of things we put in the app initially. Here you can see this particular parish has their faith formation opportunities listed on one page. And they have volunteer ministries. A bulletin opens nicely inside the app as a PDF. We also can link to your website to grab the bulletins so that you don't have to update the app all the time. It's just updating from the website. The more mobile friendly your website, the better. We have social media integrations. Here is this parish's Facebook page. Again, opening very nicely right inside the app. And then we have some other social media resources that already exist with the Pope and USCCB. The capture function is really neat. You can send a photo to the parish staff right from the app. So this is a great way for parish staff to collect photos at big events without having to take the photos. The user simply uses this to take the photo right here using the phone's camera, or to choose an existing photo. It goes right to an email address that you specify in the backend editor. The wall is a discussion board. Users can post messages, and you can delete those messages in the backend editor if you need to. The Music tab can display music, and it is also a place where you can upload any type of MP3. So you could use the Music tab to list podcasts of your homilies or recorded talks. You could even create a separate Music tab that you might call homilies or call podcasts. It's just an example of how music or audio works inside the app. The gallery is a simple photo gallery. You click on these images and you can view them. Again, you could have multiple galleries if you want. The rosary counter is a neat little digital tool to help you count through the rosary if perhaps you forgot your rosary. It's also a fantastic way to teach young people how to pray the rosary. They'll probably especially love getting to use their phone, and you're getting to teach them the rosary. The check-in tab is neat. It's a good way to offer rewards. You might tell your students that if they attend 10 Bible studies that they receive a free t-shirt. When they come to the Bible study, they hand you the phone. You type in the secret code without them seeing it and click stamp, and it automatically stamps their card, and that's right on their particular device, so they can collect the stamps individual from others. Here we have a journal, and you can simply start typing here and record your notes. These journal notes are saved to the phone. They're not posted anywhere that anyone else can see. So these are personal. And then we have some other basic information about the app. So that's a quick tour. Again, you can add as many more of these resources. You could have another calendar, you could have more bulletins, you could have more information, more ministries. And then inside any of these, you could, of course, add more resources. For example, on the About Us page, you might add a contact or a parking button. Not a problem at all. Also in the backend editor, you can reorder these tabs. So you might have a big event coming up, and you might want to move the sign-up sheet to that big event here to the home page. Not a problem. You can do that in the editor. Another powerful feature is push notifications. Those go right to the phone, and when you click on them in the phone, you can specify where the user goes. So again, you could promote a big event with a push notification. It pops up on the user's phone. Even if they're doing something else on the phone, your notification pops up. It's a lot like making the paper bulletin chime from the back of the car until someone grabs it. And then when they click your push notification, you could send them right to your donate page, right to a sign up form, right to a more info form, or just launch the app. So it's an incredible way to give your parishioners a very great amount of prayer and learning resources, which are things that bring them back to the app daily. Of course, you're going to put your schedules and contact information like a website, and then with the push notifications, you have an unheard of way to reach out and again drive them back to the app. So the app does something daily and regularly for your parishioners. They may already be praying and doing these things on their phone, so why not have them be able to do those things inside of an app that connects them to their local parish? Then, of course, you can reach out to them with the push notifications. Some parishes are mentioning they like the push notifications because they're anonymous, and so they're able to reach out to people who may not be officially signed up at the parish just yet. So again, it's another outreach tool. It's fast, it looks good, and it puts a lot of prayer and learning resources in your parishioners' hands and gives you a way to stay in touch with them perhaps better than you've been able to do with your other means of communication. And the more mobile friendly the website, the more we're able to integrate that website inside the app. And of course, we also do websites in case it's time for a new website. We can make a great mobile friendly website that will work beautifully with the app. I hope you have enjoyed the tour.